Welcome back, guys. Nature Boy 3000, Nature's Underground. Hello, once again. So, a lot of you guys have this childlike demeanor about you. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm burping so much. A lot of you guys have this childlike energy, this childlike innocence on your face, right? Girls see you and they're like, man, this guy's cool, but he's got this childlike look about him, this innocence, right? You don't want that as you get older. You don't want that as you become a man, right? Because a lot of you are transitioning from being a young man into, a man, right? You're at that age. And I'll tell you this, the one thing that's going to help you transition to being a man a lot smoother and a lot faster is semen retention. You have the ability to be able to stop masturbating. You can stop whenever you want, right? It may be very hard for you. It may be hard to stop watching pornography, right? To quit your addictions. But the sooner you do this stuff, the sooner you'll be looked at and respected as a man, right? Because you may be wondering, why am I not as attractive as I could be? Why am I not getting the respect I deserve? Why am I not getting the women in my life that I want, right? Why do I always feel like I'm being left out? Well, it's because you don't respect yourself enough to do these practices, to do these disciplines in order to be the man, right? You may be thinking like the man, you may be trying to act like the man, but the one thing that you have in your control right now is you can retain your semen, right? What happens when you do that? Nature Boy, what happens when you retain your semen? Tell them in the back. They can't hear you in the back. Testosterone. Testosterone, baby. So that is the game changer. Steroids, right? How do guys on steroids act? They act like animals, right? They're freaking growth hormone. They're just like raging bulls, just ready to put on muscle. This is an unbalanced use of testosterone and growth hormone. But when you do the things that God intended you to do, you act in accordance with the natural law of being a man. You come from masculinity, pure masculinity. All of a sudden, you have an abundance of testosterone. What do you think is going to happen when you hit the gym? What do you think is going to happen when you talk to that girl, right? What do you think is going to happen to your face? That innocence on your face that I told you about in the beginning of the video, gone, right? I don't know how it happened for me, but over time, my face also became more masculine, right? Look at my videos. Look, you guys, this is going to be cool. Go to the very first video on this channel, right? I think it's called Choose to Create, Don't Consume, or something like that. The energy that I carried a year ago is a lot less masculine than it is today, right? I'm a lot more, I don't know, aggressive or vicious in the best sense of those words, not in a mean way, but just a way of like, I deliver information directly, I get it to your head, and then I'm done with it, right? Masculine energy changes your temperament, it changes your vibe, and it changes your look. There's a look to masculinity. There's a look to masculine energy. And I'd be lying to you if I said that it hasn't changed my overall vibe, demeanor, and look over time. It's just something that happened naturally. And it's something, I'm not gonna lie to you, women love, right? Women don't wanna look at you and see a boy, right? That's the last thing they want. They wanna look at their man. They wanna see him as the protector, as the man that can get, stuff done. That's what it is. That's what it is. So you either have that look or you don't, or you're either in progress to getting that look. But the one thing you can do today, for this week, for this month, is stop letting yourself off of the hook. Stop releasing your seed that makes you everything that is so inherently beautiful as a man, so deserving of respect and integrity, right? You wonder why you want magnetism? Retain. Right? People are going to look at you. They're going to have nothing but respect when they see you. Men are going to look at you and have respect when they see you. Women are going to look at you and be attracted immediately because they can see integrity, right? They can see a man that is following the natural laws that God has given men to follow, right? Stop abusing your powers. Stop releasing your seed. You want to be successful. You want these great things in this life that a man deserves. Well, you've got to become the man. You've got to become the man, right? You can't just think like the man. You can't copy the man's body language. You can't fake this. You either are doing these practices or you are not, right? You either are doing them or you are not. Are you with this or are you not? Do you want the benefits or you don't, right? Because you will get it. You will get everything. You will turn into that attractive man, right? You want a mustache? You want facial hair? You want to grow a beard? Well, testosterone is only going to help you with that, right? Testosterone is that hidden link. It's that bridge between being a child and being a man, right? It's that bridge that you need to cross because a lot of you are stuck in the middle. A lot of you are still having the mindset of a child, right? But when you have this buildup, right? You have this inherent masculine energy that only comes when you possess the seed within. When you hold on to it, then and only then will you start to feel like a man, right? You're not thinking like one. You're not trying to pretend to be one, but you are feeling like the man, right? The man feels confident. The man feels like a warrior. The man feels like he can go and get what he needs to get done. He can start that business. He has inherent confidence and swagger and charisma. And he's not afraid to speak his mind. He's not afraid to offend, and he's not afraid to be controversial. So you will only get these things, though, when you do the work, when you do the practices, when you stop talking about them and you put this into practice every day, right? So leave the childlike innocence behind. Don't forget to check out that first video on my channel. Compare the energy, right? You probably don't even have to go back even that far, but the overall energy, the vibe has definitely changed within myself. So why shouldn't it change with you, right? There's no point. There's no reason why it won't change in you, right? These are the secrets. These are things that the successful men don't tell you, right? If you see a man and you admire him, you love the way he talks and the way he holds integrity on his work and his purpose, and he almost feels too good to be true, best believe he is tapped in. Best believe that man has figured out the deeper truths as to how to create success in this life. Because you either get the secrets or you don't. You're either in or you're out. But once you learn, this world is your playground. I just gave you the gifts right there. What are you going to do with it? Every single day, you should be becoming a little bit more respected. You should respect and love yourself a little bit more. And you are becoming closer and closer to becoming your 10 out of 10 man, right? What is your 10 out of 10? What does that look like? What does that sound like? What does he do every day? What thoughts does he think, right? What things does he push away? What friends did he have to remove? What relationships did he had to cut, right? In order to blossom, in order to become all that he is and chase his purpose and reach his potential, because you've got to leave things behind. You've got to get away, right? Peace.